Hi everybody, it's Lynn. I'm here today to show you an earring that I just made. And if you want to know how I did that, then let's just show you. Okay, well, first of all, this large flower I got on a website called Bead on a Wire. That's Wendy Whitman's website, her store. So if you're interested in those, I'll leave the name of the store and everything down below so you can go take a look at it. And I made the head pin that I put through this flower because I wanted a little decorative end and I didn't have anything like that, so I just made it. And what I'd used is 22 gauge wire and my good old round nose pliers and my bent chain nose pliers. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I took the smallest part of my pliers, my round nose pliers, and I put the wire flush with it and rolled it, just like we were making a simple loop. Okay, and then once I got that circle there, like that, I want to make sure you get a good shot. I take my other pliers and just continue to roll, just kind of guiding that wire. Can you see? Across the top of what's already there. Okay, that's all there is to it, y'all. You can have your own little decorative curly Q head pin anytime you want it. Okay, I'm just going to try to get it about the same size as the other one. We got a couple more loops to go here. Okay, that's pretty close. Just a little more, about a half more. Okay, so you do it like that, and then take your pliers, put them at the very base of that wire, like so. Okay, and bend it straight up. There we go. Now we got to work harden it a little bit. So I take my flat nose pliers and just chomp on it. This will work harden your head pin. You want to do it up the wire just a little bit, not all the way because we're going to be doing a wrap loop, but enough. Okay, nice and stiff. Whoops, and then I dropped it. I caught it in my lap. Okay, here's our head pin that we just made, and we're going to put a couple of beads on it like we did on this one because we want that to show. So we're going to stick this one up in there for, oh, no, whatever you want at the end of your head pin is what needs to go on first. So we want that one and then this one. Okay, like so. Up through your flower. And then we're going to do a wrapped loop. But we're going to wrap it right onto some chain. Okay, here's the ear wire. You can use whatever kind of ear wire you want, and you can make this part however long or short you want. Mine has 5 links, and we're going to wire wrap that flower onto the bottom link, just like we did on the other earring, because we're going to try to make these match as much as we can. So we're going to grab our flower like so, kink it over one of the mandrels, move your mandrel to the corner like that. That's going to put the loop over the top of our flower. Come up and over. Now you can either turn your pliers like this or you can take them out and reinsert them like this. Whatever works better for you. Take that to the back and stop right there. Okay? Now take your pliers and open that just a little bit, just enough to slide this link onto the head pin. Like that. Okay? Close it. Okay? Now this is what we have. Grab the loop like this. Don't get the chain, and wrap. Okay. Now we're going to cut off the excess. And now we're going to tuck that tail. And we've got it attached. So we've got the start of our earring. Okay, I have some ball head pins here. I have some clear number 8 seed beads. Now, you guys, I didn't buy these. These are the little beads that come between your beads when you buy a strand. Like, here's an example. You see these beads here? That's what those are. That's all they are. And you don't need to go buy those because you can get those when you buy strands like that. So we're going to take a ball head pin, put one of the seed beads on it, and then we're going to take one of these little flowers and put it on the head pin like that. These I got from TEMU. They were 50 for a 71 cents, I believe. It could have been 89 cents, but I think I paid 71 cents for 50 of them. We're going to do the same thing that we did with our big pink flower, except we're going to start working our way up the chain now. So grab it like that, kink it, reposition your pliers to the corner, come up and over, move your pliers, take it to the back. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and do all of these because you know me, I do things in assembly line order when I'm doing multiple tasks that are the same. Okay, grab it, kink it, roll your pliers up to the corner, up and over, turn them around. There you go. Take it to the back. And actually, we won't do that. We'll assemble as we go. Now, what I did on the other earring, and we're going to do the same thing on this one, is I put one flower on each side of each link. Okay? It can get a little tricky to hold it, but just stay patient and you can do it. And then grab it and wrap. Cut off our excess. And tuck the little tail in. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Open that loop. Make sure you get it on the right side of the chain. So whatever side you've got that first flower on, you want to put this one on the opposite side. You see it's on this side here, so I'm going to put it on this side. Okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing that I just did. I'm going to close this back down and wrap. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get your cutters in there real close, but you just have to keep playing with it. Come back and tuck your tail. Okay. Got our first two on, so let's do two more. Head pin, seed bead, little flower. If you guys are leery of ordering from TEMU or you just don't want to order from TEMU, Fire Mountain Gems also carries acrylic flowers, and these are acrylic, by the way. Wendy does not carry these little tiny ones. You'll have to find those elsewhere, but the large ones you can get from her site. And as far as that goes, you could do it with just the single flower. It'd still be cute. And take it to the back. Okay. All right, we're going to go to our next link on our chain. So that would be this link. We got him. Trying to keep my hands out of the way for you as much as I can, but this is small stuff, and you know that's difficult to do. All right. You have to be real careful too, because you can cut your loop easier than you think. I've done it. Somebody asked me why I don't edit the bloopers out of my videos. The reason is because if it happened to me, it could very well happen to you. And I want to help you know what to do about it if it does. If that makes sense, I hope. So I know most people do edit out their mistakes, and I'm not going to do that because I think it's authentic to let you see what can happen. Whoop, did you see what I almost did? I almost wrapped that. It's hard not to do. You get going, it's something that just kind of becomes like reflex. Oh, look what I did. I skipped a link. Shame on me. That's all right. We'll go back and catch it. There we go. And wrap. I think these are really cute for summer. And they are so light, you guys, because it's acrylic. They weigh like a feather. They make some acrylic beads now that I swear, unless you hold them, you can't tell the difference between glass and acrylic. They are so pretty, so good. I know some people don't like acrylic. I personally don't mind it, especially for earrings because it is so light. Okay, hold it like so. Kink it to one side, reposition, up and over, move your pliers, and bring it to the back. You guys are going to be experts at doing wrapped loops. I love wrapped loops. I think they're fun to make. Okay, where are we? This is the hardest part, is making sure you position these right. Okay, what am I missing? Okay, this one has 2. This one has 1. There it is. Sorry, I know I'm blocking you, but I got to be able to see where I'm going here. There we go. One thing about earrings is you have to be conscious of making them match. You know, you can't just throw stuff any way you want. Well, I mean, you can, but if you want them to look identical, you've got to make them identical. Oh, and I've got that one held backwards. I got to turn him around. There we go. Okay. We're getting there, y'all. We don't like too much more. And I'm doing basically the same thing all the way up this chain, except for on the very top link, I put 2 flowers on each side because it still looked kind of naked to me. And I like my earrings to look full. There we go. All right. Next one. Seed bead, flower, grab it, kink, reposition, up and over, reposition, and bring it to the back. I know I said I'd keep working on that March bead box, but I just have not found more inspiration yet, y'all. I told you it wasn't my favorite box, so it's funny. You got to love what you're working with to do your thing, or I do. Okay, and wrap. Those green pearls, I just don't know what I'm going to do with those. I'm not fond of that color. As much as I love greens, I don't love that one. But the beads are so nice. Okay. All right. We have 8 more to go. So I'm going to put this on hold and I'll be back to say goodbye and finish it up with you, okay? All right. Stand by. Okay, guys, we're all finished. We have our earrings done here. And I think they came out so cute. I really like these so much. Oh, and I don't think I told you these ear wires I also got from TEMU. But you can use whatever you have, whatever you want. But that's our little earrings, and I think they're just adorable. But there was one other thing I wanted to see if I could show you guys, and it was a different way to make a head pin. So what I've done is I went ahead and cut a little piece of the 22 gauge wire, and it's close to the same, but not really. So what you do is you start out the same way. You get your wire flush with your round nose pliers and roll. But instead of just rolling once, we're going to continue to roll until we have about 4 loops. There's 3 and there's 4. Okay, this is what we have. We have this little spiral here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bend this wire up 90 degrees like that. And then we're going to bend it on around and put it through that little spiral. See? Like that. And then you're going to take a pair of pliers, grab the wire, and pull. Okay. Well, it didn't come out exactly the way they normally do because this wire is too big. I should have used 22 gauge, I'm sorry, 24 gauge wire for that, but you get the idea. And if you do that, it turns this into this little rosette looking thing, somewhat like that. And then you just, take a bead and use this just like you would any bead, except you got this little decorative head pin then. It looks like that. So it does work with 22 gauge. It's better with 24. But anyway, I just wanted to share that little nugget with you so that the next time you have a need for a head pin that you don't have, if you have the wire, you can make it yourself. Well, thanks for watching and thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.